It's basically like vintage smut. I am so excited about it. Hi, welcome back. It's Nikki Terry Style. It feels so good to be back with you after a little bit of a planned break that I took this January. I did get some nice downtime, but I also have been working behind the scenes and of course thrifting. So today's video is a little bit of like a catch-up thrift haul for you. I have 3 big bags like this, just full of gems to show you. I'm gonna show you every piece and we're gonna do a try on and styling. Normally on this channel, I do like to take you thrifting with me and we do thrift with me before the styling haul. I really like to include everything in one video as much as possible. So if you're new here, that's normally the format that we follow. I recently did another big thrift haul video. You all seem to really like that as well. And all of this stuff is just too good to not share. Another thing I've been up to is just doing a lot of wedding planning because I'm getting married this spring and I was able to buy my dream vintage dress at a secondhand bridal shop. And then I also have been thrifting a little bit for wedding decor, just popping in here and there and looking for some specific wedding decor items. So some of these items I picked up along the way. I know the secondhand wedding content has been highly requested on this channel, so that stuff I will have separately for you in a video that I hope will be out this spring or maybe summer. I might wait until the actual after the ceremony until I release the video, but something to look forward to if you have been requesting that type of content. Now let's just get into it and see some of the stuff that I got. Okay, let's get into the haul. I decided to make this kind of a talk through the styling type of haul. So I'm gonna show you the pieces and the tags of the items, but then I'm also going to try them on and try to style them up as we go through. I just think that'll be fun. You can see what I'm thinking as I'm styling these. First of all, if you love my Thrift Hunter t-shirt, I'll put a link to that below. My friend AK makes these. I have 3 of her t-shirts, so you see me wearing these like thrifting specific t-shirts from time to time. AK is the one who makes them, and I can put a link below. She was offering my subscribers 10% off of orders through her site, so I will put a code there if possible as well. Anyway, just thought I would mention it because I have not brought out one of these t-shirts on a video in a little bit, but I wear them all the time. But okay, getting into the thrift haul, I'm gonna start with a different t-shirt. I got this AC/DC baseball tee. I wanna say this looks like it's a like early 2000s tee to me. I worked at Hot Topic in the early 2000s. It definitely reminds me of those pieces that I used to fold on the back t-shirt wall like 8 hours a day for a very long time. But I love how a baseball tee looks. Love this kind of classic AC/DC shirt. And I think something like this is really versatile under a lot of pieces. So let's style it up. So here it is. This is a men's extra large. So it's like just nice and like loose on me. I think it might be a slim fit too. So slim fit XL. I'm gonna roll the sleeves a little bit and tuck it in. I went with some black flared denim and some black boots because I'm kind of going for like casual rocker chic or something. I always like to tuck because I like to bring in my waistline a little bit. And I thrifted the perfect blazer to go with this top. This is a Pendleton plaid blazer that has this amazing like bright yellow stripe going through it. Love these two together. And this Pendleton blazer, I want to say I got for only like $3. And then to finish the look, I thought I could go a bunch of different ways. Like I could do this little yellow headband and kind of have an academia type of thing going. I think my Converse high tops would also be really cute with this. So I have a lot of good options for accessorizing, but for this one, I wanted to go with like a different bright pop of color. So I grabbed a red beanie, also thrifted. I'll just throw that on kind of slouchy. And then I think my cute little Chanel knockoff and a pair of thrifted kind of aviator style sunglasses. And then I was gonna save this piece for last, but it would go so perfectly with this outfit. I thrifted this leather trench coat. Boom. See, right away, I feel like this is one of my favorite looks that I'm probably gonna style today. I just knew all these pieces would go so perfectly together. This is very much like my day-to-day vibe is something like this a lot of the time. I also love layering a blazer underneath a trench like this because you can pull out the lapels and pull in some different colors or patterns. I think a lot of these could be interchanged with a lot of other pieces in my closet, which is fantastic. Lots of different ways to style these, but this look is probably something I will grab here in the near future because I really like how it came together. Okay, moving on, I got a pair of Levi's and some really cute vintage cotton sweaters. Kind of basic pieces, but this type of combination lately for me has been a go-to uniform for the winter when I just want to be warm and cozy, but also feel like I've got a vintage touch and feel really cute. So first up, these Levi's, I grabbed the 505s in this amazing light wash. These are 100% cotton denim, definitely something I look for. I love the 505s, and the 550s especially are always my favorites. I feel like I get a little bit more of a relaxed thigh and hip, which is good for my curvier shape and my butt. My butt? Why did I do that? Anyway, it works for me, and I'm not gonna go into depth, but you can always kind of date your Levi's by looking at the tag in it, and I can tell from this style of tag and the numbers on it that these are from 1998, so I kind of liked that. I have been pairing jeans with men's cotton sweaters, so I'm gonna show you a few that I thrifted. First up, this like dark green and cream patterned one. So here are the Levi's first of all, and I'm wearing like a little crop top so you can see. They're a little bit tighter than I expected, but the pocket. It's like folded up. Oh, okay, that helps a lot. Actually, it was tucked weird. I feel like these need to be worn for a couple of hours to be like broken in. They're like fresh out the dryer, so. And here's the first sweater. I feel like doing a cuff or like rolling up to the elbows is one way to style and kind of make your look feel more lived in. And another thing that I love to do is to layer a t-shirt underneath crew neck sweaters especially. But just having that peeking out can, again, make this feel like it's more lived in. So this is probably how I would style it, just for basically wearing around the house for the day or going to run errands. And I just put on my Doc Marten boots and give this like a very 90s feel. I also love the idea of the headband with this because I feel like it's a little bit more of like a cutesy piece that goes with this really casual like menswear style look. And then I would just carry this oxblood colored bag, a little crossbody to complete the look. I also got this cotton sweater. So this one has a drop shoulder. See how the pattern, like the shoulder comes down all the way down here? I feel like that gives it this innate like slouchier type of style. And for those especially, I really like to either tuck up the sweater in the front at least like that, or I will do a bra tuck, or you can use a hair tie to bunch it up and then tuck that under. In any case, I feel like a more cropped fit with this long drop sleeve looks really cute. And then I just swapped out my shoes for my white chunky sneakers. And with this one, I think I want to add a baseball cap, and I think then a little baguette. It's fun, it makes it look like a little bit sporty or something, but again, it's still very like cozy and wintry. And then the third sweater is this little vintage Liz Claiborne, the tan and like a burgundy white stripe. It definitely reminds me of Burberry, and so I was drawn to it immediately when I saw it. Now this one is a women's cut in a size large, and it is a cotton blend. Now this one I want to try over a collared shirt so that I can have the collar peeking out at the top. There we go. So I just left the collar up. This one's kind of like a Peter Pan collar, the way that it's rounded. I think that's cute. And it's feeling a little bit more polished to me. So I swapped out my shoes for my pointed toe Cole Haan boots. I also swapped my earrings for some button earrings because I'm going to pull my hair back in a low ponytail, and it just feels a little more polished to me that way too. And then I thrifted another coat. Got this dark green trench coat. Oh, I love it. I've already been wearing it a bunch, so it already has evidence of my dog all over it. Just don't mind that. I like this green and the burgundy together a lot, so I'm gonna use that burgundy bag again. And then I think some cute black cat eye sunglasses. Okay, next item, I got this really funky pattern vintage turtleneck. So I love how this one has a little bit looser neck. I feel like that style, I prefer how it looks on me, so it doesn't like cut into my double chin. I also just tucked this up again to bring up my waistline. And I know I keep doing things with these Levi's, but they just work with everything. I think that jeans make the turtleneck feel more current, but I did swap out my shoes for my patent loafers. I love the jewel tones in this, and I thought they'd be really fun to play with, so I added a bright like royal blue earring to bring that out. And for some reason, I love this with my little bucket hat too. And I actually want to try it underneath this next sweater, this little vintage boucle knit sweater. That's cute. I like having the pattern popping out, and it's very, very warm. I also think the leather jacket with this, because I feel like leather just kind of brings it, like gives it a little bit of edge too. I really like just a leather jacket over a turtleneck. I probably would do that without the sweater as well, but we'll just keep the layering going because we're trying to stay warm. I also thrifted this cute little sun pendant necklace, and I just looked over at it and realized I think that would be so cute with this look because it really pops against that burgundy. So I probably would throw that on too. Next, I got this little button up with the big collar. This is a trend I have not really jumped on yet personally, but I tried this one on in the store and I really liked it. It's got a little bit of a puff sleeve and the collar wraps around the back. So I really wanted to try styling it. And also, since it is such a good on-trend plus size piece that's vintage, I thought it would make an amazing item for sale because people are probably looking for something like this. So may or may not keep, may sell. So I still have the jeans and my loafers on. And this is honestly one way that I really would just wear it, but we're gonna change up the styling a little bit here in a second. I probably would though wear it just like this. I'd probably wear my Converse high tops with the jeans, and then I might pull on a cardigan or a jacket with some color. But we're actually gonna style it with this sweater vest that I also thrifted. This is like a bright orangey red, if you can't tell. And it is a vintage piece, sort of like an oversized fit with the drop shoulder. And this is totally, again, another very on trend but vintage piece. So I'm not sure if I should just try to pull out like part of it, kind of like that, or maybe I'll have to pull out all of it. Yeah, this is like the effect. I do love the red and the white together. I think with a headband and loafers, I feel like that is kind of the full look that mostly you would go for, but I do want to swap out my jeans because again, I've been styling everything with the jeans. So let's try another option. Okay, so I went with a plaid cropped pant for this. And then I put on my little white kitten heels. I also wanted to show you, you can put on like a contrasting color of sock for warmth in the winter. And I think that actually looks really cool since we've got like a red, black, and white theme going. I think it looks cool with this outfit, but I probably mostly would just go with a regular shoe. And then I've got this cute bag that I thrifted. This is like a vintage black leather purse. I love how it's nice and structured. It has the little feet on the bottom. The front has a little gold clasp. There's the inside. It does have a label on there that starts with a letter S, but I can't read the rest, so I don't know much else about it, but really liked this bag, and I got it, I think, for $3.99 at a Goodwill. I got a few other really cutesy knits that I think I might just swap out this first one and keep it going with this like oversized collar look with this first handmade knit piece. I also kind of like it with the plaid and the white shoe. I think that's kind of cute. The sharp kind of classic pattern really like brings this down, I think, a little bit from being overly sweet. And then I also got this one, which is sort of somewhere between like a cap sleeve and a sweater vest because it really is a drop shoulder. But it has this really sweet rose print in it. These are definitely both 80s pieces, but they are in like perfect condition. Like somebody really cared for these. Yeah, I love how this one fits like down on a little cap sleeve almost, and it's just a nice slouchy kind of vibe with it. Again, I've got it with the little plaid pants and my white heels. And I think this look with a denim jacket over it is a really cute like February into spring transitional look. And then next I have this collared sweater, similar like knit on there obviously with the pastels. This is a real statement piece, so I would just probably typically throw it on with jeans, but let me see if I can find some way to style it that's not that. Okay, so I went with this deep like burgundy or maroon trouser and then put on my white chunky sneakers. I feel like the sneakers make it feel, again, like a little less dressed up and a little more youthful. And I love pairing a pastel with like a deep, rich tone like this. I think that combination is really fun. And I'm gonna tie it in even more with a little chunky knit beanie that my soon-to-be sister-in-law made for me. And I probably would go with like leather accessories again. Like I could do the long leather jacket, black leather bag. Up next, I have a few velvet pieces. I've been getting more back into velvet. I kind of always love it to pull it out in the winter and wanted a couple of new pieces to try. So we're gonna start with this little velvet jacket. Something like this has been on my thrift list. I'd love to find one in like a golden, like golden yellow color. And I kind of grabbed this one really quick on a whim because it was on a tag sale and I liked that it was a black crushed velvet. And this one is just from Target, the Massimo brand in a size large. But I think like the extra long cut is what sold me, and we've got some panel pockets here in the front. So really easy piece. Let's style it up. Okay, so this is very different from the last few like kind of cottagecore looks. We're going for, again, a little bit of like a casual rocker chic. I really wanted a piece like this that I could actually kind of throw on around the house to like dress up a casual look a little bit, but still just be, I don't know, just a comfy extra layer. Go Target, skinny jeans with my little snakeskin boots. I went with this Western belt, but I think also if I did a gold belt, then I would also layer up a little bit more gold jewelry. I think the key here is the graphic tee and like the snakeskin boots. They make it, again, feel a little bit more playful and youthful. Sometimes I feel like velvet can feel a little bit heavy and like age me, if that makes sense. So I actually even pulled my hair up into a high pony and I would wear it just kind of like teased and messy just to, again, play up that like disheveled, like not quite polished look. I also thrifted a couple of velvet skirts. These are like the same skirt essentially, but in a red and a black, obviously. They have like a nice kind of little leg slit on the side. So I'm kind of excited to have these as a little basic flowy skirt. So I think I'm gonna swap out this jacket. I will leave off and then maybe just pair the red skirt with this. Let's try it. I like it. I just put on some black ankle boots instead. And you could definitely layer this up with leggings or tights just to actually stay warm in the winter, but around the house, this is, I think, perfectly fine. I went ahead and left the tee untucked because I really like that like oversized untucked t-shirt with a long flowy bottom. I feel like if you do something that's a little bit shapeless like that, you have to kind of go all in with it. And then it looks a little bit more high fashion, but I could tuck it in if I wanted to still have my like high waist proportion that I tend to like. And I think this is a perfect like leather trench coat moment as well. It goes great with this. And with the black skirt, just to try something a little different, I tucked in and added a little waist belt and then put on my Doc Marten boots because I think that the combat boot looks cool with the velvet. It's a nice texture mixing there. I also want to try swapping out my earrings, and I'm just putting on these little glam kind of beaded ones. Yeah, these are fun. I definitely could get some use out of these velvet skirts as basics. Next, I'm switching gears again to some more like wearable casual pieces. I thrifted a couple of vintage LL Bean pieces. And I got this houndstooth pattern turtleneck. but it's 100% cotton, which is something, again, I've been looking for. I think it's a little bit oversized. It's a men's large, so let's try it on. It is, again, like the long sleeve oversized. I would definitely tuck. I am back on my bullshit with my jeans and docs, but these light wash mom jeans just, I think, go perfectly with this top. And then I just put on some gold jewelry and my Doc Marten Oxfords. This is maybe hard to see, but it's like a tan background with some blue and reds, like orangey reds in there. So anyway, I want to bring out some of the blue, so I thought I'd pull on my beanie and maybe my little fanny pack worn as like a belt bag there. And again, I think the leather trench with this would be perfect. But I also got this second vintage LL Bean top that's a little button up. Love wearing these like men's cozy shirts open as like a shacket. So I kind of thought about pulling that on over top of this and actually doing a pattern mix because they're both very neutral in color. So I think they could work together. Yeah, that's fun. And I think like even doing a bra tuck with this and showing like a little bit of midriff would make it look really cool with so much of like the other kind of loose layers going on. I've got a few more pieces of clothing to style, but before we do that, I'll show you a few other things that I thrifted that were not clothing that I just think are really fun. Starting with this stack of old 1960s Pulp Fiction type of novels. It's basically like vintage smut. I am so excited about it. Kim, and we've got Roz, The Way We Love, Summer Cruise, Fly Girls. First of all, they probably are going to be wildly entertaining to read through as like little old, very misogynistic romance novels. And these are fun to have out as like a coffee table book kind of thing. So snagged all of these. I think they were $1 a piece. I got this vintage like embroidered cross-stitch Batman. It was 99 cents. I have no idea what to do with it, but I just thought it was very cool and I thought I'll figure it out later. Like if I end up doing a gallery wall in my house, it could look really fun in something like that, I think. I got this mid-90s Wolf coffee mug, which I'm planning to gift to my friend Laura because she has inspired me with like her love of vintage Wolf like prints and artwork on shirts and stuff like that. And I have thrifted a couple things for myself like that recently, but when I saw the mug, I thought I better see if she wants this one. And I got this vintage like jewelry case. It closes on a hinge and it's actually pretty secure. So I thought about using it as a travel jewelry case because it'll just lay flat on top of your stuff in a suitcase. I need to clean it out a little bit, but it's not in bad condition. So there's that. Okay, I think that was it. Let's get back into the clothes. Because you know me, I've got a few vintage sweatshirts to share. This first one is just a plain blue, but love this cobalt blue. It's going to be fun to style. I already know, I think, how I want to wear it, so I'm going to put it on here in a sec. So lately I just really love like primary colors and then combine it with neutrals. So I'm pairing this bold blue with this neutral, almost animal print satiny skirt. And I think like the satiny dressed up skirt with a casual sweatshirt is just such a fun, cute combo. And a lot of different shoes would work with this, but I went with my darker brown cowboy boots just because I thought that would be really fun. And because of like the coverage I'm getting, I could also, again, layer up tights or leggings underneath and actually be warm for winter. And then I really like it also with my little leopard print bag that I recently thrifted. I could pull in some more color with like a red hat or something like that, but this actually feels like something I would totally wear around the house. So I probably wouldn't even have a bag or any other accessories and just be good to go with this. And then I've also got this vintage sweatshirt that says bloom where you are planted, which is something that my mom always had in cross stitch on her wall when I was growing up. So I really liked this one. I love the sunflowers. It feels very 90s to me. Again, I told you I love the primary colors. This is like very ketchup and mustardy. So keeping it with this same skirt, I think this works just as well as the bright blue. Again, feels like something that I would just wear around the house. This is actually my favorite item of this whole haul. Strangely enough, you know I love a vintage sweatshirt again, but my friend Jessica found this when we went thrifting together. She's the one who found it and she showed it to me. She knew I would love it, and I was so thankful that she didn't want it because it's like, I just instantly fell in love with it. Like this font, it says hug a firefighter. Again, the ketchup and mustard is just like, I can't get enough lately. So I'm just gonna switch this out so you can see this sweatshirt too. It fits me perfectly. Here we go. And I actually did swap out my skirt for another like neutral animal print one just to show you more of like the idea of what I was talking about. I would definitely, again, like give myself a little bit of a French tuck at least with the sweatshirt. And then I've worn something really similar recently, and I did tights and Doc Marten boots, and that one worked really, really well with this type of thing too. That's it for the sweatshirts. This, again, is probably my favorite thing, but I have one other wild card item that didn't really go with the rest, but is actually probably also one of my favorite things in this haul. It is this wild, funky print vintage blouse. Look at the cute pattern in this. Again, it's like bold primary colors with neutral, so I'm all about it. But I love how it's got like, look at the little stars and just this funky geometric pattern in it. The only thing is I wish this fit me better. I can't button it right now, but I think this is the type of thing that I would wear open and even like as a beach cover up because it's like a flowy rayon. Okay, so I put it on just over a t-shirt. It's not like the best styled look ever, but it is kind of like fun and clean cut, very dadcore. I almost feel like the part in Pulp Fiction where they like have to put on fresh clothing. Again, I think this would be a lot more fun like as a beach cover up. If I don't get wear out of it, then maybe I'll have to sell it because I do wish that it buttoned up on me, but I fell in love with the fabric, so. Well, that's it. That's everything from this catch-up thrift haul. You are now caught up on all of my thrifting adventures. We are getting back into it with regular videos. If you haven't already, you can subscribe for new videos every Sunday, and sometimes I post bonus content during the week, so if you turn on your notifications, you won't miss any videos. And you can also go follow me over on Instagram at NikkiTerryStyle. So as I mentioned, lots of fun content coming up on this channel for this year, and I will see you guys back here soon for the next video. I think I'm ready for real. Double check my hair and teeth, I guess. Oh, that's nice. Jody texted me. Hi, Jody. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. I'm glad I checked my hair. Okay. My nails are too long. I can't like grab anything. This is weird. I can't attach it though. Oh my God. I don't think I have the patience to do this right now. Ah! Please. Decor. Okay, I tried filming this so many times, this intro, and then I had to turn off the camera and like rehearse it because I couldn't do it. I'm so rusty. Hey, welcome back. It's Nikki Terry Style. I immediately got distracted by a dog out the window. Okay, I got this, I got this. I picked up this little, so I grabbed this satin, like neutral, so I grabbed this satin skirt. This almost got like an animal print on it, and pull a sweatshirt on with the skirt is like the perfect combo. So I'm pairing this with a little neutral, almost animal print type of silk skirt. Doing something right.